So I have a confession. I'm absolutely obsessed with cozy mysteries, and I read 34 cozies in 30 days. Now, these cozies are part of 16 cozy mystery series, and these are perfect for your next night in and cozy reading session. But here's the twist. I have paired each series with a cozy activity or recipe idea to make your reading time even more magical. So imagine solving an Italian village mystery with homemade biscotti, or puzzling through a whodunit while crafting your very own bookmarks. So this is going to be lots of fun. This is part 1 of a 3-part series, so feel free to use the timestamps down below so you can hop to the vibe that is calling your name. But also let me know in the comments which mystery series plus cozy hobby combination is sounding like your next obsession. The first series I'd love to share with you is a Bria Bartolucci mystery. Now this is set in Positano. We have sunshine, bed and breakfast chaos, and a mom who is on a mission. Now the first one is Murder in an Italian Village, and in this one we meet Bria, and she's opening her B&B that she dreamed up with her late husband, and then a stranger is found stabbed in an upstairs room. So now she has to save her reputation and this new life by solving the mystery herself. Now what I really liked about this one and what worked is that it's a heartfelt, fresh start, and that is a story arc that I can relate to that also has real grief and grit. Also, the compact suspect pool, there's counterfeit money in the mix, all the wrinkles are so clever. And I love Bria's voice. She's funny, she's determined, she's also a little vulnerable too, which just totally carries the book. And the Amalfi setting, mini vacation between clues, absolutely brilliant. Now the next book in the series is Murder in an Italian Cafe. This one we have a celebrity chef who collapses during a TV shoot at Bria's best friend's cafe. Now there are notes hidden in fake cannoli, there's a beachside canoodling suggesting maybe sabotage. I really appreciated the behind the scenes of like the TV world and foodie world and all the playful clues that were being dropped. There's also the friendship chemistry that was a great superpower, and the breezy chapters. It was just a really great energy to read. Now the third book is Murder in an Italian Piazza, and this one features an opera diva who has this farewell performance that really set the stage for a very public post-performance murder. So of course Bria is navigating this diva and all the demands, the village gossip and the secrets and just all the things. I loved the theatrical motives and the satisfying final, click in the mix. It just has a strong sense of place. The piazzas, the terraces, the backstage drama. It's just absolutely brilliant. Now, when I think of this series, a cozy pairing I'm thinking about is homemade biscotti, or maybe a pasta necklace or something. Now tell me in the comments, what is your favorite bookish snack or Italian recipe that you love to make? Now comparing the 3 books, I would say Murder in an Italian Village is my favorite. I love the counterfeit twist, the found family, and the warmth. It really had me hooked from page 1. Now the series I'd love to share with you is the Phyllida Bright Mystery series by Colleen Cambridge. Now we are going back to 1930s Devon. There's Agatha Christie's housekeeper who is our sleuth, and she's quietly running the show and all the cases. Now the first book is Murder at Malone Hall, and in this one a guest and a housemaid die on the same night. So Phyllida is using their calendars, the seating plans, and all the social slips to peel back alibis. I just love a classic country house puzzle where you get the floor plans, the timetables, the fair clues, and just seeing Phyllida just being this razor tidy, witty person, it's great. And then of course we also have the staff versus the guest tension that really adds spice because of the class differences and everything, so that was great. Now book 2 is A Trace of Poison. Now this one is set at a charity murder fete, and we have literary all-stars who are turning out. But then when the wrong person dies, they drank a poison cocktail, we're wondering, are they helping to solve this or did they commit the crime? Now I really appreciated the bookish meta fun in there without it being too gimmicky, because they're all in the mystery writing game, so they know how to commit and cover up a murder. And the reveal was incredibly satisfying. It just gave you, of course. Now book 3 is Murder by Invitation Only. This is really a parlor murder mystery game that ends with a real corpse. Now, roles are assigned for fun, but they turn out to mirror real life grudges in this murder mystery game. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant with the play acting versus, okay, this is the truth. It was a great parallel. There's also tight motive in the logic, and there's fair breadcrumbing too. Now, book 4 is entitled Murder Takes the Stage. This one takes us from Devon to London, where in the theatre world, there's failed stunts, there's a pattern of deaths, and we stagecraft really becoming evidence in a murder investigation. Now, this one is so fun because we have the juicy backstage politics, the props, rigging as clues, and just the cinematic set really pieces everything together in a way that is still fair play. I also love seeing Phyllida team up with Scotland Yard. That was also fun too. Book 5 in the series I read on NetGalley, and that one is Two Truths and a Murder. Now, this one is a dinner party game, and it really turns into a confessional because the next morning, one sister is dead, and Phyllida is replaying every admission that everyone made the night before. This one was more conversation driven, and the sleuthing was just brilliant. The plotting was taut. It is the perfect, you know what, it was there all along kind of snap. Now, when I think of all things vintage and Agatha Christie, I'm thinking the perfect cozy pairing will be some DIY vintage bookmarks, or maybe blending your own tea. So let me know in the comments. Bookmarks are tea. What is the perfect cozy activity for this Agatha Christie themed series? But also, if you decide to design your own bookmark for Phyllida, like what would it look like? I think we get lots of clues with the book covers as well. But also, if you're going for tea, what tea will you be sipping while you're sleuthing? My gut reaction would be like an English breakfast, but I also love an Earl Grey. But let me know your favorites in the comments. Now, as it relates to favorites, I would say my favorite is A Trace of Poison, because this is peak fair play game. It has that literary sparkle and just a solution that really made me grin. Series 3 is an ice cream parlor mystery series. This is by Abby Collette. Now, this is set in Ohio, and family and friendship and ice cream lore is at the center. Book 1 in the series is A Deadly Inside Scoop. This is about Bronwyn, Wyn for short, and on reopening day of her ice cream parlor, it is really snowed out. However, on her walk, she finds a body that is tied to her family's past, and unfortunately, her dad is a suspect. Now, I really appreciated the tender father-daughter stakes, the shop life, the flavors used, just very smart, and all the fun details in there as well. And Wyn is a reluctant sleuth, which I kind of find a bit charming. Book 2 is A Game of Cones. This is about a developer who is pushing a mall that ends up shut, unfortunately, and now every shop owner is a suspect because they're all small businesses. Now, I really appreciated the Save Main Street motive. It felt very real. The dialogue is very snappy. The friend trio teamwork is absolutely brilliant. Book 3 is A Killer Sunday, and this is about a festival spotlight that really turns deadly when a TV reporter, who turns out to be an old nemesis of Wyn, dies after filming a segment for her to promote the shop. Now, I love the festival chaos, and I just think it's a great cover for a killer, but also the representation and the community. All of that is just front and center and truly is the heart of this series. Now, for your cozy pairing, I highly recommend you make your own sundae or make some sprinkle jars or something. But let me know in the comments, what is your ultimate sundae combo? Not just for book night, but just on a regular. And if you're not an ice cream fan, what dessert or sweet treat or pudding do you enjoy? Now, as for my favorite, I will say A Deadly Inside Scoop is it, because the big heart, the real stakes, and just a lovable lead is front and center in this one. Let's talk about A Golden Motel mystery series by Ellen Byron. This gives us woodsy California, fixer-upper motel, exes in business, and lots of hiker hijinks. Now, book 1 is a very woodsy murder, and this is about opening week at a motel and a guest ending up dead, and the motel owner is business partners with her ex, and they are big suspects in everything that is happening. Now, I really appreciated this fish out of Hollywood humor, because Dee is a sitcom writer that left the city and went to this small town, but of course we're going to get that small town charm. I also appreciated the tighter suspect pool and just how it used the trail and the towns and the setting really well. Now, book 2 is Solid Gold Murder, and this is about fool's gold and this family activity that goes viral when someone finds a real nugget. Then we have a tech bro who died in a mine shaft. So I really appreciated like the viral tourism premise. It just felt very real, and the multiple motives that just kind of fell into that naturally. Also, the setting of the forest trails and the old mines, beautiful, but it was also weaponized as well. Now, for our cozy pairing, let's do some retro postcards and travel cards, or maybe some s'mores at home. I don't know, the motel vibes makes me want to do postcards or maybe try s'mores. But also, what is your favorite camping treat? Or if you're going out on a holiday or you're doing a motel setting that is near a very woodsy place or a park place, what is your go-to food? Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, if we are talking about series favorite, I would say mine is book 1, A Very Woodsy Murder. The fresh premise and just the banter in there, and I almost felt like I could smell the pine scent in the puzzle. It was lots of fun. Up next is a beekeeping mystery series by Jeannie Martz. This one takes us to Colorado. We have Granny Bee. There's lots of hive talk, small town, heartfelt sleuthing. It's just lots of fun. Now, book 1 is Take the Honey and Run. In this book, the town's founder is dead, and Granny Bee's spiced honey is blamed as the murder weapon. So her daughter, Bailey, has to clear her grandmother's name fast. And fun fact, Bailey is a mystery writer. So, she's using her fictional skills to help solve this murder. I really appreciated the intergenerational teamwork and just kind of seeing Granny Bee, who's quite a bit of a force, but also the bee and honey details that are used as actual clues. That was really fun too. Then we have Kill or Be Killed. Now, this one has a bee festival that is very glamorous, but turns very grim fast because a celebrity host dies and Bailey's best friend is accused of doing it. Now, I love a festival. It is so so much fun. And there's even an alibi map, which was really cool. But also the soft bloom romance. It's also there as well, but it doesn't steal the spotlight. Now for our cozy pairings, we have to do something bee themed. So maybe bee themed candles or whipping up some honey butter, or maybe doing some arts and crafts that have some bees in there, or maybe crocheting something with a bee, or making a bee themed bookmark. I just feel we have to really go all in. But what kind of honey craft or bee craft have you done lately? Any recipes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, as for my favorite in this series, it's going to be Take the Honey and Run. It has that big family heart with that clever bee-centric cluing in there as well. So yeah, lots of fun. The next series is a Sassy Cat Mystery series. Now, in this one, it's set in LA. We have a grooming shop for pets. We have Marshmallow, a telepathically chatty, sassy cat. And the first one is Mimi Lee gets a clue. Now, in this one, after clashing with a shady dog breeder, Mimi is suspect number 1 when he's found dead. And Marshmallow, an acute lawyer neighbor, is helping her solve the mystery. Now, I appreciated Marshmallow's voice for days. The cat is quip and just very irresistible and very witty too. The romance is supportive and sweet, but not center stage, which again, I appreciated. Next up is Mimi Lee reads between the lines. Now, in this one, her sister is tied to a teacher's death. So of course, family comes first. She's also squeezing in running the salon and also doing stakeouts to get down to who committed this murder. Now, I really love this sister dynamic, A+ for sure. The LA pockets that we get to discover felt very fresh too. Now, the third book in the series is Mimi Lee Cracks the Code. In this one, we go to Catalina Island. So we have an island getaway, but of course there is murder, there's missing valuables, sea breeze sleuthing, and lots of fun. Now, this one, the locale really keeps it easy and breezy, and the clues help to tie things up neatly for sure. Now for our cozy pairing, we have to do some cat-shaped cookies or something, or maybe sewing a DIY catnip toy, cat bookmarks, cat crochet, something like that. I don't know, cat people, let me know. I've never had a cat, so you're gonna have to share your recommendations in the comments for crafts and treats and just things you like to do with your furry friend. Now, my series favorite is Mimi Lee Gets a Clue. The banter plus Marshmallow plus the chemistry, just an instant mood lift and lots of fun. Now I'd love to share the Cyclist Guide to Mysteries. This is by Anne Claire. So we're going to the south of France, we're going on tours, pastry shops and route maps and just lots of fun. So the first one is a cyclist guide to crime and croissants. This is about Sadie. Now Sadie's ex-boss is murdered mid-tour and the business is now jeopardized until she proves who did it. Now I loved the lavender lanes, the cafe interludes, the armchair travel bliss, lots of fun. Tour logistics are used as fair play puzzle pieces, so that was interesting. In book 2, Cyclist Guide to Villain and Vines, this we have a slower relationship forward tangle around a missing person that turns dark. Now I appreciated this whole ensemble charm. It was great. The cozy hangout cadence was fun. And I would say if we're going to do a cozy pairing, we should maybe decorate a reading journal with travel stickers or maybe bake some croissants. I have to say, I love to bake, but I've never attempted a croissant, but I think I should for this series. Now, if you could travel to any destination or read a cozy set in any destination, let me know where you'd like to go in the comments. And if not croissants, what's your favorite travel snack? Now, my favorite is Crime and Croissants, this one, because the sun-washed escape is brilliant, the clever cluing, lots of joy. It felt fun all around. The Castle Knoll Files by Kristen Perrin gives us English village, prophecies, and decades of diaries. Now, the first book in the series is How to Solve Your Own Murder. This is set in 1965, and a fortune foretells a person's murder. Her name is Frances. Now, decades later, she's found dead, and her niece, who inherits the estate and all her diaries, has to figure who done it. Now, the diary clue hook really clicks perfectly, plus we get a dual timeline too. And there's lots of proper village whodunit with fair clues in there and gossip as well. Now, the second book in the series is How to Seal Your Own Fate. In this one, the original fortune teller reappears and then suddenly dies. Of course, there are lots of scandals and things that have resurfaced, and of course, we have to find out who done it. Now, in this one, estate history really runs deep, and Frances' diary voice comes again as the voice of reason. Now, for our cozy pairing, we should do some DIY escape room or murder mystery puzzle night. So let me know if you would host a puzzle night inspired by Castle Knoll, or maybe your favorite murder mystery games. What board game would you pull out to play? Or maybe we could do a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle, but it has murder mystery clues embedded in it as well. That would be fun. Now, my series favorite is book 1, How to Solve Your Own Murder. It's just irresistible. The archive as clues concept plus the tight village puzzle. It was brilliant. Now, can we talk about the Vera Wong series by Jessie Q. Satonto? We're going to San Francisco, we're going to Chinatown, we have a tea house matriarch, and we have lots of suspects and mysteries to solve. Now, the first one is Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. In this one, there is a body in the shop, there's a USB in Vera's pocket, and she adopts suspects with custom teas and feasts, and she really digs deep to uncover the why. This one is really great because of the found family warmth that's in there without losing the puzzle. We also have lots of food and tea rituals as well. Okay, they're also characters and clue engines too. Now, book 2, Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man. In this one, we have an influencer-driven mystery. So we have an influencer who has this accident, something smells wrong, and Vera goes online and expands her family circle yet again to solve the mystery. This one has a very thoughtful take on fame and community, but it has a cozy heart at the center. Now, I feel we have to brew a custom tea blend for a cozy hobby or bake some almond cookies for the Vera Wong series. But if you are creating a Vera Wong tea blend, what would you put in it? And also, have you tried almond cookies? They really are so good. Now, my favorite in the series, definitely Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. Peak found family cozy in this one with a very satisfying reveal. Now, let's jump into the Mavis Miller Mysteries by Elise Bryant. In this one, we have PTA politics, schoolgate chaos, and just the funniest narrator you'll meet. The first one is It's Elementary. In this one, a gifted program blows up, and after this happens, the principal vanishes, and Mavis and the school psychologist have to dig through all the image management and class tensions to really unravel who done it. Now, this one has a laugh out loud voice and lots of sharp observations in this puzzle, and it's a very clean puzzle too, so you do have to pay attention. But Mavis is a character you can get behind. Now, book 2 is The Game is Afoot. This one, we have a soccer coach who is poisoned. There is an MLM wellness scam that is waving through the mom circle, and that in itself creates lots of motives. Now, this is very timely and juicy, but also still cozy at the same time. And seeing Mavis's and Jack's glow is just picture perfect fun. Now, for a cozy pairing for these two, we have to do some detective themed hot chocolate or some craft clue cards. I don't know, but prepare your favorite warm drink for mystery reading and let me know if you would make your own clue cards as well. Now, again, my series favorite is book 1. It's Elementary. It is so funny. It also has the tightest mystery, and I really think it's a great introduction to our main character. Next is the Molly Madison Dog Wrangler Mystery Series by Peggy Rothschild. Now, this one takes us to coastal California. We have an ex-cop who is a PI and some very good dogs. Now, the first one is a deadly bone to pick, and we meet Noodle, who digs up a severed hand. Now, Molly, her past makes her suspect adjacent unless she solves it and proves that she didn't do it. Now, we have a very competent heroine here. Of course, authentic canine work in the mix. We have a beach town setting whose atmosphere is just very well done, and there's real stakes in there too. Then we have Playing Dead. In this one, a dog trainer is killed, and academy rivalries and ethics debates start to really swirl around, and we see Molly having to foster the victim's dog because, I mean, she has to at this point. Now, in this one, you'll find close community and there are motives everywhere, so when you get that solution, it's really earned. Now, for our cozy pairing, we need to make some homemade dog treats or maybe doing some paw print art. Let me know, dog parents, what is your pup's favorite treat? And have you ever tried paw print art? Let me know in the comments if this is a good cozy hobby pairing. Now, my favorite in the series is A Deadly Bone to Pick. We have the dogs, the coastal cozy perfection, and just this competent heroine. It's very well done. Now, the next series has a super long title. This is An Alice Pepper, Lonely Hearts, and Puzzle Club Mystery Series. Now, this is taking us to Oregon. We have a 65-year-old librarian and puzzle-powered sleuthing, which, again, sounds fun. Now, Puzzle Murder is about Alice, who has to clear her friend after a cheating husband turns up dead. So there's blackmail, there's threads that lead to fair play, and lots of talky clues. So this has a multi-generational cast. There are hidden clues in everyday chats, so you have to keep your eyes open in this one. Now, book 2 is That Missing Piece is Killing Me. And in this one, we have a missing celeb whose case turns darker, and we end up with a softer landing resolution. So there's lots of team dynamic in this one, red herrings that are sneaky. So again, keep your eyes open too. Now, for the cozy pairing, we should be doing jigsaw puzzles. I think this is a no-brainer. But maybe if you want to do something different, bake heart-shaped cookies. Now, puzzle lovers, when you're doing a puzzle, I know you're listening to an audiobook. So tell me, what genre of audiobooks you love listening to when you're doing your jigsaw puzzles? Now, my favorite in the series is book 1, Puzzle Me a Murder. I love the pacing, the fair play, the conversational clues, mysteries. It really balances that well. Next, we have a Not a Detective mystery series. This is by Katie Siegel. Now, in this one, we have a former kid detective who's now 20-something who is figuring out adulthood. Now, in Charlotte Isles is Not a Detective, book 1, we see a case that drags Charlotte off her mom's couch and back into the person that she still might be. Now, she's no longer a kid detective, but she's a detective nonetheless. It's very funny, it's tender, it really talks about gifted children blues when they're no longer children and they're now adults. So it really interrogates that deeply. Book 2 is Charlotte Isles is Not a Teacher, and this one is about Charlotte subbing at her old school, but then threatening letters pull her into office politics and staff politics, and of course back into kid detective nostalgia. The school setting is pitch perfect. The found family really levels up the ante too, so that was fun. Now, as for a cozy pairing, we need a snack mix, or maybe making mystery stickers and decorating our Kindles, because I know that is a big thing now. So let's get all those mystery related stickers on our Kindle. Now, my favorite, Charlotte Isles is Not a Detective. The humor and the identity arc in this one land beautifully. Now, I absolutely adore the Sleuths in this one. I love these two. They're so much fun. And this is a Cena Sleuths mystery series. Now, in this one, we have two sister-in-laws who refuse to age quietly. So they are out here in these streets. Now, the first one is Peg and Rose solve a murder. Now, in this one, a bridge club participant shows up dead, and Peg's sharp edges and Rose's diplomacy make them the perfect crime-solving duo. I love this because it's like Golden Girls banter with classic closed circle mystery. Now, in the second one, Peg and Rose stir up trouble. This one is about online dating turning fatal, and that suspect list is overflowing. Now, this is where Peg and Rose have modern motives. There's fair cluing as well, and lots of snarky moments too. But we have to talk about Peg and Rose playing the ponies, because we have dog shows, horse auctions, barn gossip, bloodlines, and lots of money trails. This one is so fresh, and I love how in this one, Peg and Rose's bond really evolves. Now, for Peg and Rose, I really think we need to bake something. We need to do some classic comfort cookies, or maybe do a scrapbook. I think a scrapbook would be fun for this as well. But at the center of Peg and Rose, even though they're sister-in-laws who can get along, they have become really great friends. But also, as it relates to my favorite in this series, I would definitely say Peg and Rose solve the murder, because we get that golden age structure and that golden girl wit and just lots of fun. Now we're calling all royal fans with Her Majesty the Queen Investigates by S.J. Bennett. So in this one, Queen Elizabeth is sleuthing, okay? There is someone who's doing lots of footwork, of course, but there is a palace, there's protocols and puzzles as well. Now, the first one is The Windsor Knot. Now, this one is set during the Queen's 90th birthday season, and unfortunately, a tragic accident occurs, but it looks anything but an accident. So, of course, Her Majesty connects the dots that others miss. I love this one because the tone is pitch perfect. Of course, the Queen is shrewd, warm, but it's also just very funny as well. And the protocols and routines double as clue pathways as well. Now, book 2 is All the Queen's Men. In this one, we have a staff member who unfortunately has died. There's a missing painting, there are personal letters. There's so many threads that are overlapping in the palace backstairs that it has you raising an eyebrow. Now, there are interlocking mini mysteries in this one that click elegantly. So again, just wait for it. It is coming. And book 3 is Murder Most Royal. In this one, we have a severed hand that is near Sandringham that ties into titled tangles and old scandals. Lots of things really come up on the surface in this one, and the personal stakes are still there, but it's such comfort cozy and it has a really humane ending. So let me just tell you right now, it is fun. Now, we can't have a royal mystery that features the Queen and not have for a cozy pairing royalty sandwiches or elegant bookmarks or just a nice cup of tea. So let me know, what is your most elegant and Queen-like reading snack? And have you made proper tea sandwiches at home, or do you just pick these up at the shop? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, my favorite, book 1, Shocker. It's clean, it's clever, and just very charming. The Windsor Knot really checks all the boxes. So I am absolutely loving Nonna Maria as a cozy mystery series. It is hands down my favorite. It takes me to Italy, which is just lots of fun. This is by Lorenzo Carcaterra. And in this one, we go to Ischia. It's an island off the coast of Italy. And we have a matriarch who solves mysteries with kindness, but she also uses her leverage and lots of espresso. So the first book is Nonna Maria in the Case of the Missing Bride. And in this one, Nonna Maria is hiding a very nervous bride for safety while we're also dealing with a boat captain's death and just lots of horrible things rippling rippling across the island. Now, what Nonna Maria does really well is that the community is involved in getting justice, and strategy sessions are held at the kitchen table. And the settings are just absolutely stunning. They're swoon-worthy for sure. The coves, the cafes, the family ties, and all the things. Book 2 is Nonna Maria and the Case of the Stolen Necklace. In this one, her goddaughter is blamed for a theft that she claims she did not commit, and an unknown woman's death needs honoring and solving as well. Now, this one is more quietly powerful. It really requires patience, but it's worth the wait. Now, book 3 is Nonna Maria and the Case of the Lost Treasure. This is about old enemies, treasure maps, sea caves, and lots more. And we see Nonna Maria outwitting danger with both favor and charm. Now, this one has adventure in the mix, but it also has that cozy heart intact. And I think if we are talking about Nonna Maria, we do have to whip up some espresso. There's a whole thing in this book about espresso and wine. I'm going to leave you to discover it. But we can also make some lemon cake or any family comfort recipe, because I think that's the thing with Nonna Maria. It's comforting. So what comfort food do you go to? Is it a family recipe or something new? Again, share your thoughts in the comments. Now, my favorite in the series is Nonna Maria and the Missing Bride. Peak island ambiance, and just Nonna Maria is at her most unstoppable in this one. All right, so that's it for a cozy mystery roundup with lots of fun cozy pairings. Let me know in the comments which pairing are you most excited to try, or what cozy mystery series really caught your attention. Have you read any of these books? Again, share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And again, if you try any of these combos, let us know in the comments, or if you have any recommendations or recipes or crafty ideas that you think would be a perfect fit. We just wrapped part 1, and I'm really excited for you to see part 2 and 3 in the future. So subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know what's new when I go live and when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.